welcome to CBC TV Midday News today, 21st November 2025. Stories making headlines. Evangelical Fellowship of Zambia calls for immediate end to political violence as Zambia approaches elections. Zambia's economy set for 5.2% growth, IMF. Sanlam donates learning materials to schools. Kenneth Mwene impressed with Chipolopolo goalkeeper's progress. To lead the news in detail, I'm Natasha Mlenga. The Evangelical Fellowship of Zambia, EFZ, has commended recent incidents of political violence, particularly the stoning of a sitting head of state and the spread of insulting social media posts. In a press statement, EFZ Executive Director Bishop Andrew Mwenda says that in the past week, alleged members of the United Party for National Development, UPND, as confirmed by UPND National Youth Chairperson Gilbert Luswaniso, had attacked the Patriotic Front PF Secretariat in Lusaka, and the UPND cadres had later assaulted and harassed PF Acting President Given Luwinda in Kabwe. The EFZ describes the spate of violence as disheartening and alarming, warning that it must be stopped immediately to prevent escalation ahead of next year's general elections. It called on law enforcement agencies to address the lawlessness swiftly and bring the perpetrators to justice without fear or favor. The EFC has urged the Zambia Police Service to exercise its constitutional mandate to maintain the law and order to protect citizens' rights to freedom of expression, assembly, and association. While acknowledging and appreciating statements from senior government officials and UPND leaders condemning the incidents, the EFZ stressed that such words must be backed up by quick, decisive, and visible action against those responsible, even within the parties themselves. The fellowship demands swift and decisive action from law enforcement agencies, called on all political players to demonstrate maturity, and warned that treating violence casually would entrench it and risk it spiraling out of control. Addressing the youth of Zambia, the EFZ pleaded with team not to trade their future dignity or freedom for a bowl of soup, urging them to desist from all forms of political violence. The statement concluded with a prayer that God guides the nation and that peace prevails in Zambia, and was signed by Bishop Andrew Mwenda of the Evangelical Fellowship of Zambia.
EFZ strongly condemns recent incidents of political violence witnessed in Zambia, particularly the stoning and social media insults of a sitting head of state. Just this past week, alleged members of the United Party for National Development, UPND, as confirmed by the UPND National Youth Chairperson, Mr. Gilbert Luswaniso, attacked the Patriotic Front PF Secretariat in Lusaka. These incidents were unfortunately followed by yet another politically motivated attack against the Patriotic Front Acting President, Mr. Given Luwinda, being assaulted and harassed by the alleged UPND cadres in political violence. May God guide our nation and may peace prevail in Zambia. God bless Zambia. It is well. Bishop Andrew Mwenda.
The International Monetary Fund says Sub-Saharan Africa is showing stronger economic resilience, with regional growth projected at 4.1% in 2025. IMF resident representative Eric Lauter, representing the October 2025 Regional Economic Outlook, noted that while global conditions remain challenging, the region's outlook has improved slightly since April. He said countries such as Ethiopia, Nigeria, Uganda, Rwanda, Benin and Cote d'Ivoire are driving growth, but warn that vulnerabilities across physical, monetary and external sectors still require careful policy management. On Zambia, Lauta announced an updated 2025 growth forecast of 5.2%, supported by a rebound in agriculture and recovery in mining outputs. He also cited the kwacha's 16% appreciation, easing inflation and rising investor confidence though energy shortages continue to put pressure on economy.
This is a perfect. We must learn from each other. And we also, as an Africans, we don't want to leave any country behind. And we need to set our systems based on the evidence, based on what works. Like now you have seen, so maybe there's some few things that may not be working. There's some few things that resonated with you that you will copy right away because they work. This
accommodating us about and say because you're doing it in Zambia, then you're fine. Because I know people cross that road somewhere and come here all the time. So it is also in your best interest for us to be able to do this and so that we are all protected. You'll thank the executive director on our behalf that we came and we learned a lot. Learning is continuous, as Dr. Lee has said. This is back to the beginning of our learning process together. And we would always refine, refer, and come back and say, what did you say here? What were your thoughts? I'm sure some of the things that you went through, maybe we will go through, maybe we won't. We'll go through something else and we might even come back and say, oh, we heard you talking about this. We found we cracked the code. You know how it works. And that is.
The Minister of Education, Douglas Siyakalima, has commended Sanlam Life Insurance Zambia for donating exercise books and sanitary towels to support learners across the country. Speaking during the handover in Lusaka, Mr. Siyakalima said the donation aligns with the government's free education policy and will help improve class attendance, especially for girls who struggle to access hygiene products. He said the gesture reflects Sanlam's continued commitment to uplifting vulnerable children and reducing interruptions to learning. The minister also called on other organizations to emulate Sanlam, noting that partnerships between government, civil society, and the private sector are vital to improving education standards. Mr. Siyakalima reaffirmed the ministry's dedication to strengthening school infrastructure, learner welfare, and creating safe, supportive learning environments for all children.
And free. Praise be to praise be, praise be, praise be. Bless our great examples in the interest of time. Thank you. Media colleagues can we will ride on the protocols, and we feel in a small way we can help to alleviate some of the challenges that come with being in some of the areas where there are people who are more vulnerable. And we've identified Senanga as the place where to be. Honorable Minister, we've made this donation here, but at our cost, we'll ensure that these are also delivered right there. We really value the efforts that are being done. Each one of us standing here is actually also in some way a product of this free education. And we really appreciate the efforts that were done in the past, but appreciate more the efforts that are being done now. Because once we have, as we have in this case, 2.3 million children back in school, this is something quite commendable. And we thought, in a small way, let's start. Next year again, towards the beginning, we identify another area.
It was already espoused by the director of ceremonies. Nanga will not be involved, will take these other things, like Sunday towels, to another district, because we require so many of them. But let me tell you the magic one about these Sunday towels. Before they were introduced and before they were scaled up, a girl child used to be absent in a month, 7 days throughout the year. And so these things are important. Many people try just to say, so what is that? Why is the school behaving like that? Why is the Demis behaving like that? We have now lesser absenteeism in the class. And this is why, if you have checked using CDF, we are now trying, where we build a school, we also build toilets which are waterborne. Inside there are showers, okay? Especially for a girl child. So there is no room to say that I'm absent because I'm sick. The natural sickness, which just comes anyway, because that is the way God made it. But the interventions, human interventions, like what you have done today, are quite immense. Like you rightly said, 2.3 million children are now in school. More than half of those children are girls. It tells you a story that when there was no free education, parents would choose who should go to school. Is it a boy or a girl? Now this has given us a statistic, a calculation, that many boys were allowed to go to school because the parents could not manage all of them. If there are 4, there's 1 boy there, 3 girls will remain at home. 1 boy will go to school. So more than half of those 2 million are girls. So this intervention is more important to us than ever. And the absenteeism rates are now lower. So, and the performance of the girl child now is they are competing with the boy child.
A delegation of health experts from Botswana visited the Zambian National Public Health Institute, ZNPHI, on 20th November 2025 for high-level technical exchange. The visit aims to strengthen regional collaboration, promote peer learning, and advance the Africa's CDC's new public health order in Southern Africa. Dr. Doreen Champela, ZNPHI's Director for Public Health Policy and Communications, welcomed the delegation and outlined the Institute's mandate and critical role in public health security. The team engaged with various ZNPHI directorates to learn about its systems and programs. The head of delegation, Dr. Olato Mofokeng of Botswana Ministry of Health, thanked Zambia for the warm reception, highlighting the importance of regional partnership in improving health outcomes. The visit aligns with ZNPHI's ongoing efforts to enhance national and continental health security through coordination, innovation, and knowledge exchange.
Many people don't romantic things. And this is very positive that ZNPHI at this point has grown to be not only just a national but almost an institution that attracts good talent. So you should be so proud of it. Number 2, like I said, we are not going to learn from heaven or from Europe, we must learn from nature. And our thanks really Botswana team for really your thoughtfulness to come here. This is the perfect. We must learn from each other. And we also as an Africans, we don't want to leave any country behind. And we need to set our systems based on the evidence, based on what works. Like now you have seen, so maybe there's some few things that may not be working. There's some few things that resonated with you that you will copy right away because they work. This is the best way we do. So thank you again. I will hand it over to you to do the final closing, sir. Yes.
Maybe we can offer a chance to our guests to say the closing remarks so that we close it with this. So I'm doing this job, one of the communication.
The Minister of Water Development and Sanitation announced that it is working tirelessly to increase investment in sanitation so that the gap between sanitation and water access can be narrowed. Permanent Secretary Engineer Romas Kamanga said the government's effort aims to accelerate sanitation coverage, noting that according to the Joint Monitoring Program 2024, basic sanitation reaches only 37.5% of Zambians, while water access stands at 73.4%. Speaking at the Zambia NGO Wash Forum's Watch Night event in Lusaka to mark World Toilet Day under the theme Sanitation in a Changing World, he commended the forum for bringing together diverse stakeholders and emphasized that sanitation is a fundamental human right, a cornerstone of public health and a pillar of human dignity. Engineer Kamanga highlighted that many communities still face significant barriers to adequate sanitation, compounded by climate change, rapid urbanization, and infrastructural limitations. He stressed the importance of platforms like the WASH Forum for fostering dialogue and collaboration towards shared sectoral goals and reiterated the ministry's dedication to strengthening policy frameworks, investing in sustainable and future-proof infrastructure, and working closely with civil society and development partners to achieve those goals. NGO WASH Forum Board Chairperson Maron Piri acknowledged the event's theme as an opportunity to reflect on progress and persist challenges. He recognized the government's efforts in responding to public health emergencies and improving sector coordination, while drawing attention to the continued underfunding of WASH sector. Only 1% of the 2026 national budget allocated to WASH, with 87% of financing dependence on external donors. He cited the University of Zambia's need for 173 million kwacha to rehabilitate aging sanitation infrastructure as an example of the scale of need. He expressed gratitude to the Water Voices United Project, a 4-year initiative co-funded by the European Union and Danish People's Aid and led by SNV in partnership with NGO WASH Forum, which aims to enhance the capabilities of WASH civil society organizations and supports the government's progressive realization of the human right to water and sanitation. He concluded that the project is not just aiming for change, but ensuring a sustainable and equitable future where clean water and safe sanitation become a reality for all. We take a break. Join me on the other side with sports and international news.
It is yet another season of giving and receiving. It is a Christmas period. As the year draws to a close, we at CBC would like to say thank you for coming us into your homes, your workplaces, and your hearts throughout 2025. This festive season, let's celebrate the moments that brought us joy, reflect on the challenges that made us stronger, and look forward to the opportunities that 2026 will bring. May your Christmas be filled with peace, laughter, and love. And may the new year shine with hope, success, and new beginnings. From all of us at CBC, your trusted source of news and inspiration, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year 2026. God keep you safe.
Auto-Based Engineering is a fully registered company that has services such as towing service, we have a saloon, we repair cars, we have a car wash.
Barbershop is a top-notch.
and many more.
Autobest Engineering is the company which you can rely on. We touch any cup. We are just at the corner of Pemba Road and Mosotunya Road. You know what? We deliver the best. Yes, we are growing very fast. It's a top-notch company ever in Zambia. When you come, wherever you are, whether you are in America, you come to visit Zambia, please just go to Google Map, type Autobest Engineering Group. It will take you where we are. Autobest is a one-stop shop.
Come to Autobest Engineering, where the best is done. If you want to know where we're located along Mosotunya Road, just right at the corner of Pemba Road, Chilende South. If you want to contact us, you can call us on 0977 18 12 73.
Autobest Engineering, doing what we know best.
For staying with us. We continue with sports and international news. In sports news, newly appointed Chipolopolo goalkeeper Kenneth Mwene says he is impressed with the early signs shown by the 4 goalkeepers he has been working with during the international break. The 2012 AFCON champion highlighted their attitude, sharpness, and willingness to learn as key positives. Mwene noted that while there is still room for improvement, the foundation being built is strong and encouraging as the team gears up for upcoming international assignments. He emphasized the importance of discipline, communication, and consistency as the key elements he aims to instill in Zambia's goalkeeping department. His remarks came as the Chipolopolo continue preparations for AFCON Morocco 2025 with the technical bench working to refine all departments of the squad ahead of the continental showpiece. Mwene's experience and leadership are expected to play a crucial role in strengthening Zambia's defensive stability.
Look, I think the first time they contacted me, I think I didn't even hesitate, because, I really wanted to contribute one way or the other to the national team, especially when it comes to goalkeeping. And for me, I think my first impression when we got to camp, even though I did not have enough time, I think I had 2 training sessions with the boys. And I think what I've seen, I'm